Stevie Wonder was probably one of the first artists that I saw on TV. He was then known as Little Stevie Wonder. He did Uptight, I think, at the time. And he had this harmonica and this completely joyous look on his face. He was just a young man. He was just coming into his artistry. And for a young mixed-race girl living in Romford in Essex in a white family, he was just like a breath of fresh air. He came up with a track that has remained my favourite, I guess, since then, and that was Superstition, which I just think is an immense track. As soon as he says 13-month-old baby broke the looking glass, I was completely and utterly hooked. It said everything I felt in a really hidden way about what it meant to be black and in this world at that time in the early 70s. And the whole way that he elided with the idea of superstition, of, black being unlucky, all of those things, all of that was in there. And this was coming from a black artist who had a political sensibility. Another artist that struck me was Grace Jones, who I'm a great admirer of. And first of all, I just saw her as an image, one of those very stylized images that everybody knows, and just this amazing kind of Amazonian woman. And she was totally her own person, and that wonderful element of androgyny in there. And if there's one thing I like, it is androgyny, because androgynous artists, well, they're always just that little bit more interesting, maybe. And my favorite track is Pull Up to the Bumper. I just don't know a more sexy track ever than Pull Up to the Bumper. I always remember putting a picture of Mick Jagger on one of my bedroom walls, and on the other side I painted a black fist in homage to the Black Panthers. This really upset my mother, but not as much as hearing Sympathy for the Devil, which completely upset her and probably upset quite a lot of other people. It's one of the starkest lyrics that I really know. And since the devil always has the best tunes, seems like a perfect example. I was also a great admirer of Marsha Hunt, who went on to have a child by Mick Jagger. And I enjoyed the whole kind of androgynous aspect of Mick Jagger. Unfortunately, she enjoyed it obviously much more than I did. She was one of those people that had something that I really wanted, apart from Mick Jagger, and that was the best and biggest afro.